How's it going, my dudes? It's good to see you. I thought it might be a good idea to take a look back at the Nintendo Direct that just happened, but we're going to vibe. We're going to keep it chill. I mean, let's be honest. There was some good stuff. But there was some wild stuff. Look, at the end of the video, we're going to talk about the Virtual Boy. Oh, baby, stick around for that. But let's talk about what was good. Let's talk about what started out good. I got my notes right here on my iPad, so if I'm looking down, I'm just looking at my notes, all right? So we got a trailer. I mean, it wasn't really a trailer, actually. It was more like a teaser for the new Super Mario movie. The Super Mario Galaxy movie. I've never played any of the Super Mario Galaxies, to be honest with you. After Mario 64, I pretty much didn't get to play any of like the 3D Marios, so I got a lot of catching up to do. But what I will say is I loved the Super Mario movie. And even though people were like not vibing necessarily on the idea of Chris Pratt initially, I might have been a little bit skeptical as well. I actually loved the first movie. I thought it was really good. I want to like make a couple of predictions. One, I wonder if with this we get some sort of a teaser or some sort of like opening the door to the Legend of Zelda movie that's coming. Like, is it going to be like a multiverse type thing? Are they going to like connect them in some way? It would be cool to see, just even if it's like a little after credits thing, whatever. That'd be kind of cool. I would really love it if we could just get some references to Super Mario 2. Just, it doesn't have to be a big part of the plot, but just give me a couple little references. I think that'd be rad. Continuing on with things that look awesome, new Fire Emblem got announced, and dude, I can't say enough good things about the way this game looks. And here's the honest truth. I've never played a Fire Emblem game, but I'm such a fan of turn-based strategy. Things like XCOM, Jagged Alliance 2. We talked about that in another video. Final Fantasy Tactics. I mean, you know the drill. And so Fire Emblem seems like one of those games that I just sort of like missed for the longest time, and I need to jump in on. And this one looks amazing. I mean, of course it does, but it looked really cool. So if you're a Fire Emblem fan, you're probably going to love this. As somebody who is got a lot of catching up to do, I don't know if this is the one I'm going to jump in on, but let me know in the comments. If you're a Fire Emblem fanatic, an FEF, let me know where I should start, because I need to jump in with both feet, if you know what I mean. Oh my gosh, dude, let's talk about Metroid Prime 4. Dude, freaking Samus gets a motorcycle. I didn't watch this live because it happened super early. Like, I'm on the West Coast. This must have happened like at, I don't know, before 8 a.m. because I got into the office and it was already done. So I got to like, I didn't get to watch it live. I had to kind of scrub through, but I'm like trying to scrub through to like figure out where to start. And I just happened to hit that part. And so I didn't see that it was a Prime. I just saw Samus running around and then getting on a motorcycle, and I'm like, oh my gosh, is this like a third person, like Breath of the Wild style Metroid game? Which that had me really excited. And then I found out it was a Prime, which is fine. I'm not a huge like first person guy. And I've played a little bit of the Metroid Prime games, so like I know what to expect to a certain extent, and I didn't mind it when I played the Prime games back in the day. But it's not like my preferred way to play Metroid. I'm definitely like, give me the 2D side scroller. That's my vibe. But I do have to say, Samus on a motorcycle, it's like it was meant to be, number one. And number two, do we kind of need like an open world Metroid a la Breath of the Wild? We might, because it looked pretty sick. Like when that was the expectation I had, I was like, I can get behind this. We also got more stuff about Donkey Kong Bananza, which to me is like, whatever, dude. And some more Pokemon stuff, which, side note, I don't know if you're like me, but I felt like for the longest time, I wanted a 3D open world Pokemon game, because it felt like that's what the franchise needed. It's like, it felt like that was the next step that was going to like take it up and like kick it up a notch. And I don't know why, maybe it's just me, but is there like a 3D Pokemon, like a 3D open world Pokemon that you feel like kind of popped off and was a real banger, because to me, I just feel like none of them kind of lived up to what I had hoped in my head, I guess. So maybe it's just me, but seeing, I think it was like Pokemon Z to A or A to Z, I don't know. I was just like, it looks like Scarlet and Violet, and it's fine. So we got that. A new Hyrule Warriors, which this is like one of those series that I've not had the opportunity. Like, I adopted the Switch super late. Like, the first Switch I got was the OLED, and I didn't even get that right. I don't think I got it right when it came out, but like, that's pretty late in the Switch life cycle, I feel like. And so I missed so many things. So even like Hyrule Warriors, I had never got to play any of those games. I didn't know much about them. And then I started to see stuff once I got a Switch. I'm like, oh, this kind of has like that old school Dynasty Warriors vibe. Seems cool. And so we got another one coming, Age of Imprisonment, I think is what it's called. It looks pretty sick. What I don't understand is, like, how many times is Ganon got to be taken down, dude? It's like, we're taking him down in the present day, we're taking him down in the future, we're traveling back in time to take him down. It's like, at some point, like, is there a new bad guy? Like, I get it with Bowser, because like with Bowser, you just kind of like kick his butt and he runs off for a while and he comes back and it's like comedic. But like, Zelda is supposed to be like this actual like serious adventure fantasy thing. And Ganon, he just keeps coming back. They announced this talking flower thing. And I guess, it's kind of like, it reminds me, I think it was last year, was it a direct last year, where they had the alarm clock, like the Mario Nintendo alarm clock. And it's cool. If you're like super into Nintendo, the novelty of that, I guess, is really cool. And it's like, if you like look around your house, okay, and you're like, you know what my house needs? Like, not only do I need to play video games, but when you walk into my home, I want there to be no doubt that I'm in love with Nintendo. With your Nintendo alarm clock, you can also have this talking flower. So, I mean, that's cool. Can we, just for a hot minute, can we talk about why is Power Wash Simulator a game? This is one of those things that kind of blows my mind, because I don't know whose idea it was. It feels like one of those things that like should be a bad mobile game. I get that. I get when it's a mobile game. But this is a Switch title. Power Wash Simulator 2. And you know what the crazy thing is? Is like, if you told me, hey dude, you want to play Power Wash Simulator 2? I would say, you're like, leave. You're ridiculous. But while I'm watching the direct and I'm seeing the gameplay, I'm like, oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. I don't know what it is. I get it, like, is it just the satisfaction of it? It's like those, like when you go to the subreddit, like, oddly satisfying or whatever it is. It's like, there's just something about seeing the muck wipe away. It's like a metaphor for life, Maybe that's what it is. Like when they were like, and 4 friends can join in to make your jobs even cleaner. I'm like, if we're getting together, like, you want to get the guys together, like, hey guys, hey, we got plenty of room on the, guys, take a seat, plenty of room on the couch. Yeah, let's crack a cold one. Let's play some Power Wash Simulator. I guess it could be pretty fun. I'll probably be eating my words in like a couple of weeks when I'm live streaming Power Wash Simulator and it's the biggest numbers and we're all having a great time. Oh, okay. Let's get serious. Let's get serious right now, because Resident Evil Requiem, oh my gosh, dude, I don't like to be scared. I don't like games that scare me, but I kind of do. Like, I remember playing the original Resident Evil 2. I don't think I played 3. And like any of the like side, like not side, but like Code Veronica, Zero, Nemesis. I didn't play any of those, man. I need to go back and play those. Played 4, played 5. But like, so 8, I think it's 8, right? Where it's like first person and you're like in that cabin with this like wacko family, looked crazy, dude. Like so scary. I'm like, how do you play that? Like, I want to play it because it seems compelling, but it seems so freaky, especially in first person. And then this one, dude, Requiem with like Big Mama chasing you. Oh my gosh. It looks so good and so scary. I don't know how I could play. I'd have to play it in the middle of the day, all the lights on, maybe outside in my backyard, just like with like some like beautiful music playing or something, and maybe just somebody like rubbing my shoulders so I don't get scared. It looks so good, but I don't know, dude. I don't know if I could handle it, but we'll see. Can we talk about the Virtual Boy right now? Just you and me. Can we just break this down for one hot minute? So they announced for the Switch Online that they're bringing, the 15 Virtual Boy Classics back. Okay, that you can play. That's kind of cool. Okay, especially if you didn't have access to it back in the day. You know me. I'm all about accessibility. Like, that's the drum that I didn't realize way back in the day I was beating, and then now I'm beating it even harder. Accessibility. So the fact that all 15, they're bringing back the 15, Virtual Boy Classics, that's really cool. When I was watching it with my buddy Joey, he was like, dude, what if they made new games? I'm like, that's sick. Let's go, dude. I love that. And they announce that they've made it, this Virtual Boy accessory, okay, that you load your, it's the Virtual Boy shell, and you load your Switch into it, and then you use it like back in the day. That's rad. I can get behind that. That is super cool. I love that. And then they also announced that, like, if you don't want to get that, then we've also got like this cardboard one, that'll be at a lower price point. That'll be fine. You can do that. That's great. Cool. We're all good. Then they released the pricing. And I tweeted at that point, if the Virtual Boy accessory goggle thing that you load your Switch, if that is more than $19.99, I think it's dead on arrival. I'll even say this. It could have been $24.99. That'd be fine. And then they released the actual pricing. And can I just say, pardon my French, excuse my language, but the huge nards on Nintendo right now is just buck wild, because they want $99 for this thing. And then they want $25 for the cardboard one. Nintendo, I know you're not watching this. You know you're not watching this. You're insane. That is unhinged, psychotic behavior. What's going on, buddy? I want you, think about this for a moment. You spent $450 on a Switch 2, and then you maybe bought a Pro Controller, because you're gonna need a Pro Controller to play. You're gonna need something to play your games, and then maybe play this Virtual Boy. So you paid like $80. Okay, so you're like $520 in on this bad boy. 52-0, and then they want you to pay another $100 for the Virtual Boy goggles for the Nintendo Viewmaster. You are out of your ever-loving, huge narded mind. I will say, okay, Tyler Esposito over My Retro Life, he did tweet, he's like, look, this, if you went out to try to buy a Virtual Boy right now, they're like $300. So he's like, this is obviously like, this is for the enthusiast, the collector, if you want to dabble in it. They got the cardboard one for $25. I get that. That makes sense. For Nintendo, it's like, you swing for the fences. Some people are going to buy it. I just think it's buck wild. I just think that is crazy. My favorite response was John Riggs, who said, "Nah, I'ma just cross my eyes for free." Yeah, there you go, dude. That was the Nintendo Direct, and there was like way more stuff. Like there was a lot of like smaller titles and other stuff that was probably worth us talking about. But like I said, I didn't want this to go too long. But those were the things that kind of stuck out to me that I thought were cool. Let me know in the comments, what did you think? Were you excited for this Nintendo Direct? Did you think that it was thumbs up? I think for me, this one was like a mid to thumbs up. You know what I mean? Like there's been some Nintendo Directs where we're like, what are we doing, guys? This one was like, okay, trending in the right direction. Some unhinged buck wild moments, but for the most part, it was good. But let me know what you thought in the comments. Throw it down there, and I want to know. And it's going to be the pinned comment. So go down there, and I want you to reply. Are you going to get the Virtual Boy add-on thing? Or is Nintendo out of their mind? That's just what I want to know. I just got to know. So drop it down there. Let me know. Here's a video right here in this space that you should watch. Go check it out. It'll be fun. It'll be entertaining. You'll enjoy it. And as always, thanks to my patrons. You guys are the best. You can see their names right up there. JB Doll, Owen Toast, Marcone, the mod with the most. And guys, as always, stay rad. And I'll see you soon.